Everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to be making kind of a part 3 video which deals with the US30 and trading with the US30 with certain strategies. Now if you saw yesterday's video, it's the main video you need to watch the formula. I am making 2 other videos regarding this formula towards the US30 and certain techniques that you can do to kind of improve your game trading the US30. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can trade the US30 with the same formula that I talked about in yesterday's video, and how you can use it to make more Satoshi, more Bitcoin. So it's using the same formula, except for when you're doing it in Forex, you're not making USD, you're making Satoshi, you're making Bitcoin. And this is a very powerful strategy to know, because it's like buying Bitcoin at high prices if you understand how to find all the right moments. But anyway, I'm going to teach you guys how to find the broker that I use. I use TradeLocker, and then I use a certain broker that enables me to where my gains are in Satoshi. So that means whatever I trade, whatever I decide to trade, my gains are in Satoshi. So we're going to put the focus on the US30, and how by trading the US30 and using this formula, how to use it to make more Satoshi. And I did practice this a little bit right before the market closed the last time, but I had to close the trade because the market was closing. But I'm definitely going to be doing this more, and I'll be giving you guys results in my communities tab to see how much like one lot will give you. But I'll in this video I'll give you my estimate. But anyway, what I want to do is I'll show you guys how to set it up, and then I'll walk you through the formula one more time. Except this is the formula for doing it with Satoshi, not USD. Okay, so to get started to day trade the US30 to make Satoshi, you first have to set up a broker. I use this one, so there's 2 steps to this process. Links will be below if you want to use this brokerage, but the first thing you need to do is create an account. And now this is very important. You have to create an account in Bitcoin. You go here to accounts, you go down here. You can do a demo account if you want to. If you want to practice, I recommend doing that first. You can practice this strategy doing demo, so I would practice this first with demo. You basically would go to demo, and they'll send you your login details, and you can practice this method doing demo. I recommend doing demo first. But if you want to create a real account, you want to go here to this first option, and then you want to go to your currency, and then you want to go to Bitcoin. Now, me personally, I have a Bitcoin one and a USD one, so I do both. But for this video, you need to have a Bitcoin because you want your gains to be in Satoshi. So then you're going to select your leverage, and then it's going to create your account. So once you're done with that, you want to go and deposit. Once you deposit, you can deposit in all this here. You can do Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. I personally do Litecoin because it's faster. So once you have that crypto, you want to go to a payment here. So you can go to Litecoin or whichever one you want. When it's done and it goes through, the amount balance in USD is going to show up there in the left corner. Once you're done with that, you want to convert it over. You want to transfer it. Now, when you're in deposit here, you can do this at the deposit. The deposit screen, it should give you an option to put it in the wallet, but if you haven't done it yet, you'll need to transfer that, and you're going to transfer it from your wallet to your trading platform, and it's basically going to be your balance to whatever account is you just created. So when that's all done, you will have a Satoshi-based balance, and you can trade, and I'll show you real quickly what it looks like here. It'll be on TradeLocker, and TradeLocker is what you're going to be using to do your trades with. So once you're done, you will have a Bitcoin balance up there in your liquidity, And then you go to markets and you could basically trade. You could trade all this stuff. Now, what I target is the stuff that has the most volume. You can do Forex, you can do gold, you can do crypto, you can do a whole bunch of stuff I'm not getting into. But what you want to focus on is doing it with the US30. And you'll hit US30. And when you're ready, you either hit buy or sell, depending on the market and what it's doing. So when you're ready to buy, you create your lot size here. And when you're ready to sell, when price is going up, you hit buy. When price is going down, you hit sell. That's how you set everything up. So let's go look at the charts. Let me show you the formula on what I do. And I do this on the hour. So this is how I set it up. I use my linear candle strategy and my Andean oscillator strategy for the most effective results. So what you want to do with your linear candle strategy is you want to set it up to, you go to linear candles. I've made videos about this, so you want to go to linear regression candles, you go here, and here you have your candles here. You need to make sure you have your plot line. I use white or yellow to make it stand out. But once you do that, you want to hide your regular candles, and it's going to look like this. There'll be a line that kind of smoothly goes through the candles. That's what you want to. That's what you want to have it as. And then the Andean oscillator, which is, you go here to your indicators. You go to Andean oscillator, and I personally change it up a bit because you're going to have your bullish component, your bearish component, and your signal. What I do is I change the bullish to a bright green, the bearish to a bright red, and the signal to a white. And that's how I set it up. So once you're done with all that, everything's all set up. I do my trades on the hour. I find the best results. So what you want to focus on in this strategy is you want to check for two things. You enter basically when the reds and greens are crossing each other. The reds and the greens are crossing each other, so I'm going to make note of all the times that happened. Now, the disadvantage to this strategy, but it gives you the best results, but the disadvantage to this strategy, when you're doing it on the hour, you have to wait a while and you have to wait for the lines to cross, but you usually get the best results when you wait on the hour. I try not to do this on shorter time frames because I don't think it works as well. But I'm just going to mark a couple times here where the reds and the greens cross, and we're going to check in on it. There crosses right here. Crosses right here. Right about here. Crosses here. So when you're doing these trades and you're looking for the signal, basically you have to wait for the green and red to cross. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm just finding a couple moments where that has happened in the past. So we're going to look at here. Let's do 3 more here. It crosses here. Crosses here. And crosses here. So this is what I'll do. So what I'll show you. So there's a couple times right here. Okay, so let's look at this first one here. What you want to focus on is when the green is crossing. Either the green and the red have to cross. The way I look at it is the white is the finish line, and the red and the green are racing. So when they're crossing, what you want to focus on is which one is closer to the white line. Which one is closer? The line that is closer to the white line is the current. So it is the direction that it is going. So when you know the direction of where it's going, you can enter your trade. So you enter at the crosses, like right about here. And you have to double check here. And the reason why we do the linear strategy is when they cross, you want to make sure that, like right here, the direction's up. You want to make sure your candle is above the linear line. So when it's crossing up and going bullish, you want to make sure the candles are above the linear line. When it's bearish, you want to make sure the candles are below the linear line. So you would enter here and you would ride it out until the candles touch the linear line, and that's when you exit. So you enter on the Andean oscillator and you exit on the linear line when the candles touch. So this move right here was it's a 2,208. So 22. Let's see, 22108. So this is how many pips you had in that. So if you did this at, let's say, 5 cents, you would have made $1,000. So this is a $1,000 move, and I'll use 5 cents as an example, but you guys can do your lot size accordingly. Now, if you manage to do it at $1, then this would turn into $22,000. So it's up to you guys how much lot size you want to use, but use your own best judgment. So anyway, let's look at this one right here. And the whole reason I forgot why I'm making this video here, but the whole reason here is you want to trade the US30 to make Bitcoin. So this whole move right here, I forgot why it was. I forgot I was making this video about Bitcoin. But anyway, if you rode this is basically like buying $203 worth of Bitcoin. So I think that's how much Satoshi you get. So let's check the next one here. And let's see, here we remove that now. So you see the red is crossing the green down here. And you also see the linear line is below the linear line, so you know that this is a good trade. So you come in here and you ride it out till it touches the linear line. Or you can get out here if you want, but it touches the linear line. And this is $781. So this is the same thing as buying $781 worth of Bitcoin. So because you're trading and making Satoshi, it's about the same as making $781 worth of Bitcoin. Or buying $781 worth of Bitcoin. So let's look at this next one. This next one's a very small move, but it still works. You see that, let's move the line here. So you see that it is crossing green right here. And we want to see it to focus and touches the linear line, which is right about here. This is only $71. So there's about $71 worth of Bitcoin that you traded. So let's check for the next one. Okay, so this one's looking good. Red line is crossing the green line, so it's obviously a bearish moment. You see the candles are below the linear line, so you know that this is potentially a good trade. So you can ride it out till it touches the linear line, which is right about here. This is $555 worth of Bitcoin that you traded. So it's probably around $555 worth of Bitcoin there. Let's do a couple more if I have any. Let's do this one here. Now this one is a good one, it looks like. Now you see the green line is crossing the red line, so it's obviously a bullish moment. You see the candles are above the linear line, so you know this is a good trade. You ride this out and until it touches the linear line right about here. It's about $356 worth of Bitcoin that you traded. So this is probably about $356 worth of Bitcoin. Could be more. But I think that's how much you would make in Satoshi. Let's see if I have any more. I got this one right here. I mean, do I got any more after that? Yeah, I got a couple. Let's look at this one here. So we see the red line going through the green line. So this is obviously a bearish moment. We see the candles are below the linear line. So that's confirming it. We wait until it goes to the linear line. And this is about $366 worth of Satoshi that you just gained. Let's see. Let's check this next one. This next one right here. Now you can see that when you follow these steps and you do it on the hour, the results seem to be pretty good. But if you do this on a shorter time frame, it's a little bit more harder. So we see the green line going through the red line, and it's getting close to the white line. So bulls are winning at this point. So if you wrote it out from here to here, this is $316 worth of profit. I think it's $316 worth of Satoshi. So you see this strategy works really well. I think I don't have any more here. Yeah, I think that's all I did. But you see, this is how you trade the US30 to make Satoshi. So while you're doing this, there are two things you need to check. You need to first always make sure your trades are based off of, the green and the red crossing. I've done it before where I based it off of the green or the red line crossing the white line. The best results are done when the green and the red are crossing, so just take note of that. You can do this when it is crossing the white line, but you have a better chance of doing it when the reds and greens are crossing. So just take that into note. It will still work if if the lines are crossing the white, but you'll get better results if the reds and the greens are crossing each other. Now I don't know exactly how much in these trades. I don't know how much these trades actually convert into Satoshi. I know it does. It goes a lot because when I was doing it before the market closed, I saw the growth potential of it going. But I'm definitely I'll post some screenshots and give you guys a better idea in my communities tab. Other than that, this is an excellent way to actually accumulate more Satoshi. Even competing with the price going up, this is a good way to kind of stack your stats by, trading the US30 and making Satoshi. In this goal here, you're making more Satoshi. Your focus is not USD. But me personally, I do both. I do USD and Satoshi. But this is an excellent way to trade and make your gains into Satoshi. Anyway, the strategy here is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not responsible for any profit or loss. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.